Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to DiscussionVerse and the road to 500 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the support so far. As of today, the Fantastic Four trailer is officially here, and wow, it really does look fantastic. From all the stunning visuals to the costumes and sets, plus the chemistry between the main four, this movie really has all the signs of it being a true game changer. But before I dive into that, this is your friendly reminder to always smash that like button, drop a comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Then turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's talk about this trailer. It opens up with the shot of the Baxter building, and we see Pedro Pascal's Mr. Fantastic and Vanessa Kirby's Invisible Woman giving a tour of their home to an unnamed character. They're showing someone around and explaining how they make sure to have family dinner every Sunday at 7 o'clock, no matter what, on the dot. It's a small but really strong moment that gives us a true glimpse into the family dynamic of the Fantastic Four we all know and love. Next, we get an aspect ratio change and we zoom in on Herbie and Ben Grimm, played by Eben Moss-Backrack, cooking the Sunday dinner. This is actually a fun nod to Eben's role in The Bear on FX, where cooking is a huge part of that show. Also, the CGI in the thing looks truly amazing. Seeing him in full costume is such a treat, and I'm really happy they didn't mess with his voice, keeping it authentic and grounded instead of overdoing it with any extra layer or effects. I love that it's just Eben's voice. You can really feel him acting through the CGI, and I think it's very palpable. From here, we start to get a couple of quick shots of the team getting suited up, presumably for their first mission that grants them their powers. In the voiceover, Reed talks about how before the launch, Sue couldn't turn invisible, Ben wasn't a rock, and Johnny never caught fire. We get flashes of their first exposure to their powers, and you can feel the weight on Ben's shoulders, especially when he sees TV ads where he's still human, joking about being the best looking pilot. You can already tell how hard the transformation is going to hit him. Then we see Johnny as the Human Torch in action, and man, his effects are looking really good already. The shots of him flying through space are just stunning, as well as through the streets where we see him weaving over buildings and all that stuff. Just really awesome. As these scenes continue to show, I really love how Sue talks about how Ben has always been the rock for the team, how Johnny is still the same Johnny despite his powers, and how she reassures Reed that they're in this together despite whatever comes at them. It really shows the strength of their relationships and sets the tone for the kind of team that they're going to be. As we begin to near the end of the trailer, we get some continued shots of Sue using her force field powers, as well as the impending threat of Galactus looming large. We even catch glimpses of the Fantastic Car along with Human Torch and the Thing in action, and some hints as to what's to come with John Malkovich's character, who is snuck in the trailer with a little quick shot. Though the main catch here is seeing Galactus' shadow looming large over the city, as well as the shot of him towering over the Statue of Liberty, as we know Galactus is going to be the main villain of this film with his herald, the Silver Surfer, who is Shalabal. I did cover that in the previous video, so be sure to check that out, though I do want to touch on John Malkovich's character, as it's heavily implied that this is going to be Red Ghost, who is one of the Fantastic Four's oldest enemies. Red Ghost, or Ivan Kragoff, was the Soviets' premier space pioneer who vowed to be the first human being to land on the moon. He launched a spaceship at the precise time that the Fantastic Four launched their own into space, and once he had reached space, Ivan and his 3 apes that he brought on board were bombarded by an intense dose of the rays, more so than the Fantastic Four before them. With the exposure, Red Ghost has the powers to make his body insubstantial, allowing him to pass through solid objects, though I don't really think that the movie is going to balance too many villains around here, though it is important that this is the first time we've seen John Malkovich in anything Fantastic Four related since he was announced to be a part of the cast, so I'm excited to see what becomes of this and if he is actually Red Ghost. Though let's dive into a little theory here. It's clear from the trailer that Galactus and his herald, the Silver Surfer, are going to be major players in this film, but with the Silver Surfer actually being Shalabal, Norrin Radd's lover from the comics, who becomes his successor as the herald in Earth X comic run, it's a cool shift from the traditional surfer we know, and I'm really curious to see how they explore her character. Though, as for Galactus himself, we know he's a world eater, and it's highly likely he'll set his sights on consuming this alternate Earth. But here's where it gets even more interesting. I think we might find out that RDJ's version of Doctor Doom actually comes from this Earth. As we've seen, Doctor Doom doesn't exist in the MCU's 616 universe, so it makes sense that RDJ's Doctor Doom could be from this alternate timeline or another universe itself, though I don't think he'll be the main antagonist of the film, at least not yet. I'm betting we'll get a tease of Doom at the end, probably in a post-credit scene, as it's already been heavily rumored, which could set him up for a future MCU project. This could be a smart way to lay the foundation for Avengers Doomsday Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars. If this Earth is destroyed by Galactus, it would totally make sense for Doom to take action. In the comics, when the multiverse was on the brink of collapse, Doom was the one who pieced it back together, even taking the Beyonders' powers to manipulate the multiverse and create Battleworld. If Doom's world is destroyed here, it could be the spark of the MCU's Secret Wars. It would tie everything perfectly together, setting up the next big chapter of the multiverse saga. Though that really is just a theory, so I would take it with a grain of salt, but it is going to be interesting to see if they are interested in showing RDJ's Doctor Doom with the Fantastic Four first step. Though that does wrap up my thoughts and reaction to the trailer, but honestly, I have to say, this trailer has me really excited. The visuals, the tone, and the setting all look really amazing. I really hope that the story lives up to this, but I'm trusting it in full confidence as Matt Shakman is directing and Jack Schaefer is on board writing, both of whom worked together and did an incredible job with WandaVision. So I'm feeling really confident. This movie has easily jumped to my most top anticipated list, as the trailer itself has completely sold me on MCU's vision for the Fantastic Four. Though please let me know your thoughts on the trailer, especially if you have already watched it. Let me know what caught your eye and if you have any theories going on right now in your mind. Though before you go, this is your friendly reminder to smash that like button, leave a comment, and then subscribe if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video. From here, you're going to want to turn on that notification bell so you never miss a new one. Until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.